How to get more appointments for your agency in 2024. What is up, guys? In this video, I want to take you through how, over working with 100 agency owners in the past 2 months, we've been able to identify 3 little known ways that you can start acquiring more clients, more leads, more appointments in your business. Now, I know you guys watch a lot of different gurus, but what I really want to unpack is what is working right now. And just so you know, I'm not making it up. I'm just going to litter the screen with a bunch of different social proof and testimonials. And let's jump into the content. Number 1, you need to have a cold email strategy. I know 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, there were a lot of guys on Twitter saying that cold email is dead. Google had changed their methodology, XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. But we have found that if you're able to make a few tweaks with your email process, that you can actually get a ton of leads and bookings coming through email. I'm going to take you through 3 different things that you need to have with your email setup. Number 1 is that you have to niche down. You need to niche down in terms of who you target and how you present your offer. So for instance, you target lawyers, you need to target first of all lawyers, but then you need to present your product offering that is specific for lawyers. So don't say, hey lawyer, I do Facebook ads. You want to say, hey lawyer, I have a legal marketing methodology that allows me to XYZ. So you want to hyper niche on both the niche side and the way that you deliver the product. Now, number 2, you want to ensure that deliverability is there. Now, this is something that I personally didn't really take too much notice in until I started noticing that a lot of the old ways that we were generating leads through email were hitting spam. So one thing that you want to do is make sure that you clean your list. So use a list cleaner to make sure that you're not sending out emails to dud accounts. Number 2 is you want to make sure that you're using well warmed up Gmail accounts or G Suite accounts or whatever email accounts that you're using. You want to make sure that they're warmed up. Now, I know this is basic for a lot of email people, but just remember, if you're the lazy guy like me when it comes to email, make sure that you warm those suckers up. And number 3, you want to make sure have a dialed in script. Now, the way to dial in your script is really 4 things. The first thing, in the top line of the email copy, you must call out the audience and immediately establish a benefit. People need to quickly understand what's in it for me by reading this email. Line number 2 needs to outline how it works and why it's easy or good. So if you make a claim in the first line of the email, people will naturally ask, how does that work? You want to immediately answer that question. Now, line 3 is that you want to establish some sort of risk reversal or ease of use concept. So if it kind of seems complicated in how it works, or people are a little bit unsure, you want to seal the deal by basically saying, we're going to make sure that this works because we're going to use a pay per close methodology, or we're going to guarantee an XYZ result. Now, a lot of people, I know, you don't have to do a guarantee, but having a good, strong offer in your email copy works. And then the last line is you need to give them a simple, easy to use call to action so they know exactly what to do with their email copy. Number 2, this is something that we tell all of our clients to do, and that is to fast track to paid ads. I'm going to break down paid ads in 3 steps. The first thing is that you want to use both creative, that is image based, and then you want to use a VSL. It's no secret that all of the ad platforms are gearing their content distribution to video because they want to keep users more engaged on their platform. Since maybe 2022, we have really only used email in our advertising, and it has crushed. So learn how to do a VSL. Now, I'm going to pop a link below a little bit later. Won't be available straight away, but a little bit later this month on how to actually construct a VSL for your marketing agency. But you do want to do a video sales letter for your ad. Now, number 2, you want to use an image-based creative. Now, I'm going to give you 3 concepts to put into your image-based creative. Number 1, it needs to be simple. Number 2, it needs to be brief. And number 3, it needs to be clear. So you don't want to be cute and clever with your creative. You want to make it simple, clear, and brief so people immediately understand when they look at the image what that is about. Now, number 2, I want to talk about the capture mechanism. Now, lead forms work. Now, I know a lot of people, recommend funnels and you should do all that kind of stuff. Funnels do work. We personally use a funnel, but I will say that lead forms work as well. Now, you need to be careful when you use a lead form that you're very specific with the targeting methodology that you use, And you need to make sure that you also have a book a call function at the end of your lead form. I will splice over to a quick video on how to set that up because that can confuse a lot of people. So I'm going to splice over to that now just so I can show you how that works. Hey guys, so I'm going to give you the source when it comes to the lead form setup. So what you want to do is when you've got a ad that you want to run, just say we put the creative here. This is what you want to do with the lead form. So you want to go to the actual form setup here. Always under privacy policy, add custom disclaimer and add tap submit below to continue. Put that in both the text and disclaimer. And then on the ending, very important, this is the last part. You want to click wait, secure your spot now in this limited time offer. So basically we warn them to wait and then we give them a call to action in the description. Click button below to book in your call. So something like that, probably. That is how you want to set up your lead form. So there's a book a call function at the end of the form. Okay, so that's how to set up the book a call function on the lead form. Lead forms work, use it. Now, number 3 is that you need to have a follow-up process with your lead form. Now, what I would recommend is one of the most important concepts, which is speed to lead. So if you can have some kind of automation where when the lead comes through, it gets shot through straight to your email or your SMS, so you can call that lead straight away. I know it takes time, it's time consuming, and you've got other stuff to do like building long, go high level automations, just kidding. You can actually just call the lead then and there, and the chances of actually booking that lead is way higher. Now, the last way to get clients is something that not a lot of people are talking about, that by using SMS. Now, SMS has some legal issues with it. I would say to use a manual method. Now, you could transfer a manual method to go high level, but the way that you want to go about doing the SMS outreach is you want to use a very similar scripting methodology that I talked about in the cold email, where you reach out and say, hey, I came across your account and just wondered if you were looking for XYZ. If you're interested, blah, reply with a blah, 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 right? So make it seem like you've just encountered their content and then send them a message, immediately establish the benefit, add a call to action to your SMS. Now you can use phone, like I said, you can automate it with GHL. Now, if you can do those 3 things, right? Email, ads, SMS, have a 3-channel approach, you will absolutely crush. Our clients are literally the ones that really apply themselves, hitting like 10, 15, 20 appointments per week. Easy. Now, if you want to scale and close 1 to 2 clients every week, you need to be hitting those types of numbers. So if you guys need help, we actually do guarantee that you'll get 10 clients in our program and we will pay for your first ad campaign. So it's an easy way to get started. I had to plug our service at the end of this video because I haven't been posting much on YouTube, but click the link below if you're interested. Hopefully that was beneficial for you guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.